Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here. One of the reasons why I'm doing this video actually is just to show the importance of actually vocabulary in math. Most of us think that the math is the most difficult part of it, but unfortunately not. I promise you, if your child do not understand the vocabulary or terminology, he or she will really suffer a lot in math, basically. So please really enforce that language art and vocabulary strategy so they can use them to actually be strong in mathematics. So let's take a look at this question. This actually is a geometry question from the ninth grade and above. It's based on different concepts prior, but I can guarantee you this though. If I tell you what an adjacent angle is, I promise you, you will not need anything else to answer this question. Just look at it this way. We would say that two angles are adjacent when they share a common side and a common vertex. So there's another new word if you think about it, vertex. Vertex is simply the point of where the two rays meet. There's another word again, so you see it gets more complex when you start talking about additional words. So basically, let's put it in terminology that we can all understand, right? If we look at it this way, it says what is the angle that is adjacent to angle 6? So this is the 6 right here. So angle 6 is formed from these two rays right here. The ray that goes here and also the ray that goes here. So therefore this is the vertex. That's the point where those two angles, where those two rays actually start from. It actually spreads from this point right here. So if we're looking at, if we erase everything right here, would make angle 6. So based on the definition of adjacent angle, it says that it's an angle that's formed using the common side and the same vertex. So if I think about that definition, I said, okay, this is a side of angle 6, this is a side of angle 6, this is the vertex. Is there any other lines that meet here and share the same side? Let's take a look right here. Angle 8 is over here on the opposite side of angle 6. It has this side and this side. However, it's not adjacent because none of these two sides are actually sides of angle 6. So therefore, these are not adjacent. Let's take a look at 7, for example. 7 is made up of this side and this side. So 7 is at the same vertex and is also of this same side as angle 6. So we say that angle 7 is adjacent to angle 6 because they share at least one side right here. Okay, now if we go to the angle 5, we can see that angle 5 is made up of this side and this side. So because angle 5 shares that same vertex once again and the same sides, we can then say for sure that angle 5 is also adjacent. So that is the great thing about vocabulary. You cannot go wrong. If you know the vocabulary, your life is easier. So 7 or 5 would be good for this answer, right? Here's another word again, congruent. Congruent just comes from the word equal, things that are equal to, right? So if we say which angle is congruent to angle 1, so this requires a little bit more than vocabulary for this question right here, because what it requires is that if you're congruent, that means you're equal. So if we have the opportunity to use a protractor, we can measure these angles and we can tell exactly which one is congruent because we can tell which one is equal. However, there are a lot of theorems that can be used and postulates done by a great mathematician. His name is Euclid, and you would have been able to determine what side is equal to angle 1. Right now, by looking at this, only one side is equal to angle 1 that we have enough information right now for, because these two lines normally would be parallel in order for this transversal to be used with additional properties. So because these two lines that are passing through this line is not these two lines are not parallel, so we can't tell much. Only thing we can tell is that when two lines meet, right, you see right here, these two angles are equal, and that's just another word again, because these angles right here are called what? if any, not many. That's the thing. Mathematics is nothing but vocabulary, because here we go again, a new term, a new word, and we're stuck, because at the end of the day, if you do not know this terminology, you will not know the name of this angle. Now, I'm looking at this, I don't have an opportunity to measure the angle, right? So when you take a look at it, we see that these angles are opposite after we join two pairs of two lines. So opposite angles are equal. So 1 and 3 would actually be congruent, because 1 is the opposite side of when two lines meet. Same for 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are also congruent using by the definition of opposite angles. So in this question right here, our only answer choice will be angle 3. Let's see. Beautiful, right? So at the end of the day, we're able to get these questions answered just from knowing the vocabulary. So once again, vocabulary is important. Parents, make sure that you instill these in your child, so therefore he or she can be successful with mathematics. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day.